Hello friends, in this video let's talk about how to work with an identity function with a select query. See, in the real time there might be a scenario where you may need to identify each and every record with a unique number, but that result or that set of records may not be having a unique value to identify. They may not be having a like a row ID or something like that. So they may not be having some unique values for each and every record. They may not be having. In such scenarios, you may need to generate an identity key for each and every record. So this is purely depends on a case-to-case basis. So let me quickly show you an example where I need to generate. So let me go to a AdventureWorks table where I have around 290 records if you see. So this result set. So this example, this result set, I got it through a lot of manipulations. So assume it like, but currently I am getting with a direct select query, but ideally if you get this result with a lot of manipulations where you do not have an identity or unique key to identify a record. Let me remove this login ID and national ID number so that you can at least feel it. These are data is not unique. So job title, birth date, marital status, gender and all, these are not a unique keys actually here. So for this records, I need to generate a unique value for each and every row. Okay, then I'm planning to use that data for other manipulations in the later stages. Okay, so let's take this data for our example to generate a unique record for each and unique value for each and every row. So ideally, you know that identity function gives you an identity value for each and every record. So ideally, like you will be using while creating a table, you will be using identity of 1 comma 1 means seed also I'm using 1 actually, starting point as 1 and seed also I'm using as 1, so that it starts with 1 and incrementing with 1 1 1 to each and every record 1 2 3 4 and so on like that. So if I simply keep this identity, so 1 comma 1 in the select query, will that work or not? Now I need to see. So if this works in the direct select query, then there is no issue at all. We can directly generate a unique value for each and every record. Okay, let me quickly go here. Let me remove this here and let me quickly. So if you see here, I have a 290 means I should get 290 unique value for each and every record, unique number for each and every record here. So but if you by looking at the result, I don't have any unique values here. Okay, even you can see sick leave hours, I cannot treat it as a unique value for each and every record. Even vacation hours or salary flag or hire date, I cannot make use of any of the columns to say it is unique for all these records. So let me quickly put it at the beginning. Okay, so let me see identity of 1 comma 1. So if I keep it, ideally it should generate a unique number for each and every record, like how I create a table by keeping this. So let me quickly put it identity 1 comma 1 as, let me put alias name as serial number or row number or whatever the column I want. Okay, let me put it as a comma here. So if you see here, like even by looking at this itself, it's showing as some red color, incorrect syntax near 1 expecting ID or quote ID or something like that. Okay, so here let me put it as a some int, data type as int. Okay, so if I keep like this, it's still showing as a error. So let me quickly run it actually so that I can see what error message I'm going to get it. So rather than seeing by hovering this message, let's quickly run this. So when I run this, you can see it syntax near 1 actually. Let me remove this int even. Okay, let's quickly see it. Now even you can see it incorrect syntax 1. Okay, so let me quickly see even it is saying as a incorrect syntax. So let me correct that syntax and see what could be the error message. Yeah, so the error message is like I need to specify the type of data type of the particular column actually, int, comma, I need to specify comma. So then I can see that error warning gone actually. So now I'm going to give an alias name as a serial number, or I can put it as or without as also it will work, no problem. Okay, so let me quickly run it now. If I run this, I'm expecting to get a unique number for each and every record. I have 290, so I should be getting a starting point as 1 and up to the 290 by incrementing 111, something like that. If I run this, now I got error message, different error message saying that the identity function can only be used with when the select statement has into clause. So why into is like I already talked about what is the purpose of into in the select statement. So when you want to insert the data into a different table, create and insert into a different table, then you have to use the into clause. So at that time only I can use the identity key function in the select query. So let me simply put it as a into. So here by keeping into, once I keep it into, I need to put the name of the table. Okay, so I can use a temporary table here, or I can use a permanent table. So ideally that table should not be created earlier. Okay, I need to put it as a temporary table, means I need to put it as a, so some temp or like what is a emp. So it means that it is creating a temporary table. With when I run this query, it creates a temporary table and inserts 290 records with all these values actually. All these are columns. So if I remove this hash symbol, if I run this query, it creates a permanent table with the name of employee in the AdventureWorks 2019 DB actually. Okay, I do not want to create a permanent table because I already have a data. So let me put it as a temporary table by keeping as emp. So that whenever I close this session, temporary table will be terminated. So now let me run this. If I run this query, so all the 290 records with these many columns, so one extra column I will be getting a serial number along with job title, birth date, and so on till modified date into the employee table. Let's quickly run this. When I run this, all 290 records are affected and completion time is this. Let's quickly select this table, come here and select star from emp. So this is a temporary table. So let's select star from employee, click on execute it. I got all 290 records you can see here, and I got a serial number as 1, 2, 3 and so on. You can see all up to 290 here. You can see because I made it as seed as 1. So now let me make it as seed as 5. What will happen here? Starting point as 1 and it increment by 5 for each and every record. So let me drop this table. How to drop this table? You already know. Drop table if exists. See even so if you don't want to drop this table, you want this table as well, means let's keep it as employee 1. Okay, so now the data goes into the employee 1 table. It's a separate new table again for my SSMS. Now 290 records. Let's quickly run this and keep this 1. Okay, let's run this now. If I run this, now you can see 1, 6, 11, 16 and so on, because seed I kept it as incremental number, I kept it as 5. If you keep it as 15, it will go like that much, 1, 16 and so on like that. So this is how I'm going to keep an identity key in a select query. So now you understand, I cannot directly use identity key function in a select query without into class. Let me run again, I'll show you. So identity key function can only be used when the select statement has an into class. So otherwise it won't work. So let me quickly drop this table which I don't need in my server. Let me put it as 1 as well. I have dropped this. Now let me, if I run this, what will happen? It will say that invalid object name emp, because I have dropped emp1 and emp both. Okay, so that's how my select a query contains the identity key function. So this is one of the important feature or function or scenario while working in the real-time applications. So that's all about it. If you have any questions, please drop your question in the comment section. I'll try to answer as soon as possible. Also follow me on Facebook for more technical updates. Thank you. Thank you for watching.